And welcome back to the caster desk, where we're here for the third game of the day, and I just kicked over some cans of Red Bull underneath the table.
Hello.
Hope you guys didn't hear that. It's Vedi. I'm Medi. We are ready to go. And yeah, G2 versus Order. It's going to be our third game.
Reminder
today.
Stakes-wise, none. However,
it's like cows in a basement. Stakes have never been lower.
However, G2 is currently on a 17 professional game win streak. On stage, they have won 17 games in a row. 12 in the LEC, 5 here at MSI. And I guarantee you that they want to go undefeated at the very least until the next stage. I mean, I would imagine they'd want to go undefeated throughout the entire tournament.
That is, but most teams, I think, have that.
I imagine that's a goal of theirs. But I think for the storylines, they want to be as undefeated as possible.
The most undefeatedest.
Yeah. They want to be more undefeated than T1. Hard achievement, admittedly, but let's see if they can do it. So I feel like G2 is going to approach this game like super giga tryhard. I really think they're going to pull out all the stops, treat this game very seriously. This is, of course, their second game of the day. There will be another 2 following this one. Let's have a look. What will the draft entail? Pretty generic bans all across the board. Interesting that Wukong is becoming like a permanent red side ban. It seems that a lot of people really like blue blind pick Wukong. That's just a hover. Don't get baited in. Look, he's like, Coach, I think this is a really good pick. Dylan's like, no. Lock in Twisted Fate right now.
Dylan, we got to go Vayne.
BrokenBlade's like, okay, I'll lock in Twisted Fate. Jungle! Ha ha! No. That's likely going to be a mid.
Old kick strategy.
Yeah, true.
Because of love.
Based. Right now, the bot lane being hovered for Order. They have a lot of options available to them. We've seen a wide array of different AD carries come out from Puma, and this will be another one. Ezreal added to his collection. He's played 5 different AD carries so far this tournament. This will be his 6th.
Ezreal, of course, gives you a little bit more safety in the bottom lane, means that it'd be harder for G2 to find engages down there if they did go for a more aggressive lane. You know, we have seen a lot of Pike from Targamas, and Ezreal has the ability to arcane shift away from those bone skewers. Order now probably looking, oh, actually going to go for the Karma as well. Now, Karma is flexible. We have seen a little bit of top Karma throughout the years, but at the moment she sits squarely in the support role most of the time.
Often, yeah. A very safe bot side of the map. Depending on the bot lane matchup, you can get Prio in this 2v2, or with this 2v2. They have a lot of poke at their disposal. But yeah, Kai'Sa Nautilus would be a pretty common answer. Kai'Sa often picked as an answer to Ezreal because your dive potential allows you to keep up with him and she close the gap, especially if you're able to get any of your passive applied so that you can ult in. And she typically scales very well into the matchup as well. This is considered a relatively safe lane for Kai'Sa to not really be bullied in, so she can scale up and be happy. The Pike now locked in. I see Caps laughing, which makes me afraid.
It's one of those, like, Caps laughs often when he's on stage with fans. He just seems to thrive off the energy. And sometimes he's laughing just because he's having fun.
Or because they have an evil plan.
Yeah, that is the other option.
And listen, I just watched Kevy get bullied last game, okay? I don't want to watch him get bullied again, okay? I want him to have a jungle camp.
Kevy won the moral victory there, though, because he stole the red buff at the end.
And then he was murdered for it.
Yeah, but, you know, morals and life aren't always compatible.
Okay. He will now be on the Graves this time around. Now they can look to ban out some jungle options. So far this tournament, Jankos has played Graves, Diana, Viego, Wukong. Diana's gone, Wukong's gone, Graves is gone. Does that mean he's going to be on Viego? Or does that mean he's going to play something different? What will he play, Medic?
Sejuani.
You know, I thought that too. But I think Sejuani's so awful in this draft.
And it's not Grabs drafting for him anymore, of course. It's Dylan Falco, so the back to Sejuani doesn't always rear its head. Silas banned away, something we commonly see against Twisted Fate. Gives you that roam potential to match with the destiny of your own.
Could mean a Gangplank pick.
Yeah.
It depends what they ban next. If they also ban Gwen. If they ban Fiora, that really tells you that they're thinking about the Gangplank. Tryndamere. That suggests that they're looking at a Gwen to me.
Let's see if Order want to go for Gwen. It gives you some AP, which is important when you have Graves, obviously, because it's AD jungle. so you want some AP from somewhere else. Often you get mid and top going towards that magic damage. G2 looking towards top and jungle for their final 2 picks. There's the Gwen banned away by them. Order now probably going to pick their top laner and then give Kisee mid lane counter. Oh, they already have mid lane counter. Twisted Fate box in, so.
What can you pick? Are you going to use Zed again? No, you want to Zed. You want an AP? Yeah. LeBlanc makes sense. I like it. Gives you a little bit more crowd control. Also, I think that LeBlanc, late game, really is a poke champ. Pair that with an Ezreal, you have a lot of long-range damage, a lot of mobility on the side of Order. Every champ has a dash so far except Karma, but she gives AoE movement speed if she wants to. So a lot of mobility on the side of Order. To be fair, same can be said for G2 at the very least. So how will they now round out their draft? They need to blind pick top. Ooh, we're finally getting to see it. Okay, so...
Yeah, it's happening.
Okay, so earlier I said we're yet to see any answers to blind graves. This is one of the ones that Kadrol talked to me about. Yeah. So I do want to give credit to Kadrol. Thank you, my friend. He talked to me extensively about if I ever saw a Graves locked in on enemy team, I would insta-lock Nidalee every time. You have so much mobility, you scale very well, you do a lot of damage, and then also paired up with a Twisted Fate, you actually have a lot of tools to pretty much kind of, the setup is there for you. Very similar to kind of like LeBlanc with the Graves as well. This is just the AP option. So Nidalee considered a very good answer into the Graves, and it seems that G2 is very aware of it as well, because this is one of the concerns that Kadrol and I kind of spoke at length at, kind of, you know, off the show, but it was, does G2 believe that this Graves blind is like unstoppable? Do they believe that this is something that can't really be answered? And then by picking the Nidalee now, they're saying, nope, we know what the answer is to it. And now they're going to bring it out. Now, for those that don't know, Jankos' Nidalee has been memed a little bit.
Yeah, and sometimes unfairly. Right, because he is actually a very good Nidalee player.
He is.
But we like joking about the fact that he misses a lot of
So, because of that, we will be counting the number of spears that he lands.
Exactly.
And I'm hoping that
100%.
It's very unreasonable for me to ask this, but I'm going to ask our stats person to see if they can also help track, if they can help track that with us, so that we can keep a Nidalee hit rate stat for Jankos throughout the day, and then also in the post-game analysis, we can also have that as like perhaps a full-screen graphic. Yeah. Okay, I got a swift no from...
I'm not surprised, I'm going to be honest. Just get the game up on your second monitor, you can track him better.
Well, we're going to do our best, Medic. We're going to do our best to count the spears. But yeah, obviously, in terms of stakes, as a reminder, G2 has locked into the next stage. Order cannot lock in for the next stage. Even if they were to win all of their remaining games, it is impossible for them to do so. But G2 want to maintain that win streak. If they're to win their 3 remaining games, they would move into the next stage with a 20-game professional game win streak, which is incredible for any team, period.
Oh, 100%. Definitely agree with you there. But in terms of stakes, it's like a vegan restaurant. There are none.
Why do you have so many steak jokes?
I just find them really funny. Yeah. Like, oh, it's a good little steak joke.
Okay.
Let's get on to Summoner's Rift. Line of scrimmage from both teams just setting up across the river. We'll maybe see eye-to-eye Karma here. Corporal going to put a ward in this second bush. Let's get a bit of vision control. Kisee as well, getting a ward across the wall. We'll see if G2 decide to recall and get an Oracles here. Often you do take it on the pike for bot lane control.
Okay, here we go. Wait, hang on a second. His mana is gone. And he took Q. He used the spear, and I didn't see anyone's health.
0 for 1.
0 for 1.
Okay, I've got a hit and a no-hit tally here.
Okay, perfect.
So we're going to say 1 no-hit.
1 no-hit. Because I didn't see any damage taken. I think Kevy also started E, so he probably even dodged it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So if it's dodged, that's the only problem here, because it's like
you need another tally for dodged.
Okay, so we're putting that one on dodged.
We didn't see the footage, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and I'll say dodged on that one.
It's going down into dodged because it's the unforced forced error type of idea, right? Exactly, like that's a forced miss.
All right, Jankos, you know we'll give you that one. Okay. Corporal though already a better hit rate than Jankos. Don't worry. So, let's get into the game. Jankos starting on the top side of the map. Going to be pathing towards bot. Kevy going to be doing the same thing. He will actually secure his first buff of the game this time round, so he's going to be pretty happy. Notice as well, they put a deep ward in the river top side to be like, please don't let this happen again. We'll be able to relatively safely secure that one. So Kevy off to a much better start than last game. He's not going to be bullied as much. Meanwhile, the bot lane getting that early push.
Corporal hook back.
That's a lot of damage.
He hasn't got shield. Corporal's down. Double hail of blades and igniting a flash is all it takes for G2 to find first blood.
Wow. Yeah, that was well played by Targamas. Very well played. I respect Flakked for also flashing in to guarantee the damage to secure that kill. But man, Pyke level 1, level 2, people just don't respect it. Q, auto, ignite into flash Q. Very well played from the G2 bot lane. The thumbs up comes out from Flakked, G2 first blood.
And the thing is, if you're Corporal there, you're like, oh, we get the push, okay, we get control of the lane, I'm just going to step up. Targamas wasn't having it. Of course, Pyke level 1, very strong. And with Corporal not having shield and Puma not having his arcane shift because they hadn't got to that level 2 yet, it's a relatively easy kill after Corporal stepped into the bush. And now Targamas can just keep doing this. There's no flash on Corporal. Exhaust is there. Put down onto Flakked. Forced away for the moment. They do still have heal, but that's another summoner down. Targamas clears the vision, now gets his health back. It's one of the things with Pyke, you can just constantly take these trades. Because assuming you get into the fog of war, your passive heals it all back up.
Well played from the bot lane overall. Jankos now utilizing the prio that they have to secure the first crab. Kevy, his pathing initially looked like he was going to path back up towards the top side, but yeah, BrokenBlade. At first I was like, he's not going to dive this. You know he's going to proxy this. As much farm as possible. Kisee with Kevy.
Caps dodging away from Kisee here. Gold card locked in. We'll want this on Kevy. Gets it, flashes under the wall. The spear connects 1-for-1. The chase is on. Kevy will fall into the line. Not enough. 2 kills to Jankos.
Well played from the G2 mid jungle. Good spear comes out from Jankos.
Do we count those spears?
No.
No, it's just onto enemy
champions.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Unless it's really egregious.
Yeah, then it's
but well played overall. Caps held onto his flash for as long as possible. Once the stun came through, he kind of set up for the Nidalee Spear to land. And in that narrow choke point, it became very easy for Jankos to follow up and secure the kill. So G2 already find themselves 3-0 on the kill board with a 2k gold lead.
Jankos goes back, gets himself Sork boots, and once again, a jungler playing up against Order has a strong early lead. It's been a difficult road for Kevy and for Order. It was a strong proactive play in the mid lane. You know, they caught Caps. They were able to force away his flash, but the reaction from Jankos was there in time. Order would just put it in a compromised position.
I always get a little baited when the observers hover over a bot lane like this.
Any lane, I'm just like,
there's a stacked wave. And the 2v2, I looked at the minimap and I was like, I don't see any junglers. Yeah, nothing gonna happen. Just a very big wave that Flakked's gonna grab for himself. Did miss a CS there. We all saw it, but that's okay. Happens. Jankos level 5. Will spot out Kevy. Corporal there to assist along with Puma. Jankos immediately going to disengage, recognizing the numbers disadvantage he finds himself in. Weirdly enough, Caps actually has a health advantage in this matchup. I haven't been able to see much of the straight up 1v1 to understand what's been going on in that lane, but normally it's the TF with slightly less HP. In any case, let's not forget that the last time these two met was the last time, was the first time, because they played against each other 2 times down. Kisee was able to actually get a solo kill. Oh, hang on.
Oh, really good dodge there from Corporal. Sidesteps the bone skewer. Uses the shield movement speed to dodge away from the Phantom Undertow.
You can see XP-wise.
Oh, but Jankos is here.
He's hovering.
Kevy's here.
Corporal doesn't have flash for a few more seconds.
G2 going to make like a submarine and dive. Corporal no way out of there. Jankos looking for the damage, gets 1. Targamas able to get away with the heal as well. Will it be enough? Puma flashes. 1 more Order would be enough. He gets it. Order answer back.
Ends up being a trade, 1-for-1. Another good spear comes out from Jankos. Able to set up the damage, the dive, and he's looking for more. Covering in the brush, but I think he's actually just going to see if he can get some peak vision, steal away some camps. But 3-0-0 now on the Nidalee. Off to a very good early game.
Hit 2 spears, dodged 1. As far as
I mean, the point that we're trying to prove here is that Jankos is a very good Nidalee player.
It's another spear. Corporal tries to get away. Shields himself up. Destiny used towards the top side as BrokenBlade from a proxy position to a killing position, it seems. Panther ignited, he will fall.
Plays across the map. Ooh, Jankos did miss a spear there.
No hit.
You know, that one's a justifiable miss. Of course,
it's still a miss.
It is still a miss, but it's a justifiable one. He's just looking, you know, pondering, see if he can find one. But the whole point of this exercise, Medic, is to prove that Jankos is in fact a good Italy player, you know?
Yeah.
We're not here to bully him, because we believe in Jankos, right?
Exactly.
We've cast him for a very long time.
Yeah.
But he's gotten a bad rep on his Italy,
yeah.
you know? And he's played into the memes a little bit, but already, fantastic early game from him. 3.2k gold. He actually has the most gold in the game right now. And, yeah, very impressive stuff so far.
Impressive stuff all round by G2. Setting up around Jankos, making sure that they have the lanes in the right position for him to invade or look for these fights. Order struggling a little bit still. Mostly just because Jankos has been able to get so far ahead. They are 3,000 gold in the hole. And, wait, do we count missed bone skewers as well? Doesn't matter, he doesn't miss. Corporal flashes away. Mantra W for a bit of extra healing into the shield will be enough to keep Corporal alive. And now G2, perhaps a little bit overstepped here. True shot barrage alongside the collateral damage is enough to answer back for Order.
Big damage there from Puma and Kevy. The long range jolts from both is enough to shut down Flakked. They get his flash as well. And I'm not entirely sure where Caps was. I wasn't paying attention to the minimap, but he couldn't collapse, which meant the Order had the number advantage. Looking for another dive on the Panther.
Caps here, gold card locked in. Panther bellows breath, but underneath the tower, you're not going to be able to kill an Orn like this. The dragon goes down. Now Jankos
not
is
gonna
on
stop
his
him
way.
from trying.
Jankos gets the heal down. Another spear connects on a gold carded target. And you can kill him with 3, even if you couldn't with 2.
They have the Rift Herald as well, so they'll be able to secure that tower. Kevy going to do a bit of counter jungling of his own. As now Order trying to set up for a cross-map play. Setting up for a dive on the bot side. They're able to sweep out a lot of the vision. They don't have much of a wave, but they do have the cannon, and you can see Targamas swiftly taking that one out. Let's see if Order can pull off the dive.
So Flakked has no ult, no flash, no heal. Targamas has no flash, no ignite, but he does have that Ghost Water dive. Corporal the one on the front line, and Ghost Water dive enough for G2 to step back away.
TSM in though. I can't find the connection there. What?
I mean, why not?
Maybe he's just a TSM fan, I guess.
TSM chants are an inherent part of League of Legends and international events. Hook misses there from Targamas. Jankos coming in as well. But I will give credit to Corporal. When he got caught out by Targamas and Flakked, he actually played it pretty much perfectly. The mantra W for the extra healing into the shield meant that he was able to get out alive instead of ticking down.
Jankos now back on the bot side of the map, threatening a dive, has the Herald. Seed recognized that there was no real point in funneling all this extra gold into the Scion. So instead, let's see if we can use it to take this bot tower down. Steals away the Grom. And this should be a tower going down for G2. Assuming they drop the Heralds, tower's not quite low enough yet for the Herald to secure the tower. So they're going to stick around. Caps does have the ultimate available. I wouldn't be surprised to see him look for a row.
I counted 1 dodge spear in there. If we count the second one, it's just going for the cannon minion bone skewer. To the side, Rift Herald going down. Targamas local out of the damage is enough with the end of the line proc to get the kill. Rift Herald will charge in. Order able to find a kill for themselves, but the Rift Herald will at least to give a couple more plates over to G2. Not enough to take down the tower.
Good response there from Order, securing a kill. Jankos, though, his regression is unrelenting. Sphere.
Yep, no hit there.
Corporal able to get away with his life. BrokenBlade continues to take Caps. 110 CS right now. Pre-11 minutes.
It's pretty impressive.
CSing, yeah. Inspired by the Baus, of course.
Sadly, hasn't gone for the Prowler's Claw build here on the Scion.
Disrespectful, really.
Yeah, I mean, we have to pay homage to the Baus. Targamas here still only level 5. Caps stepping forward with a gold card, but Kisee, of course, can just jump away with the distortion. And at 11 minutes in, the game settles down a tad. 4,000 gold, the lead for G2. And less of the happy game style we saw from G2 a few years ago when they were already locked into positions. Here, it feels very much like they are still trying to play a controlled style with perhaps a few different picks.
Sure. They are very focused. Another unique champion locked in for Caps, of course. Not that he's any stranger to the Twisted Fate. Hook lands on the Kevy. He's going to dash away from that one. Level 8, still very strong on the Graves. Definitely a battle of the junglers so far in this game. Kevy's done a pretty good job of doing what he can to get advantages for his team, but roaming mid, trying to cover for any potential play that Targamas and Caps would make, means the Flakked is able to secure the first tower of the game. The gold will continue to balloon. 5k is now the advantage. Here comes the stun card.
The pull back, Kisee locked up, and the spear connects. Jankos thanks his teammates for setting it up and takes the kill, his 4th of the game.
Tied for gold with his top lane, and now going to overtake. Jankos once again finds himself with the gold lead.
Sure, BrokenBlade's going to take all 5 plates topside. Another spear, as you say.
That is, if my math is correct, 13 plates secured for G2.
With a minute and a half left.
They're looking for the last 2.
Not often you see all 15 plates for G2. Just in a strong enough position, as you say. Bone Skewer does land, and Corporal taken out by Flakked. Jankos, though, pays for the dive with his life. As G2 overstepped a little bit, he did land another spear during that. Another plate goes down. That's 14 of a possible 15 for G2, and a 7,000 gold lead at the 13-minute mark.
Now, I do know that someone's bingo card has Caps going deathless in a game.
Oh.
So far, he hasn't died. Jankos did end up falling there. Over-aggressive, but BrokenBlade now in the enemy jungle.
Just takes no damage, man. The dude's so huge. Kevy has to flash away. He's built that Frostfire Gauntlet, so he's very tanky in the face of order, unless Kisee gets there, but Kisee's sitting on a lost chapter and a little book. Like, that tome is not amplifying much right now for the Order mid laner. With 30 seconds left, we'll see if G2 are able to take out all of these plates, but the wave cleared out by that True Shot barrage. It looks like they're going to have to settle for one short of perfect.
14 out of 15 plates. A very dominant laning phase from G2. Obviously, Order have found themselves a few kills, but 6k is still the gold lead for G2. Order struggling to really find much impact on the map. Let's have a look back at this play. Stun comes through, into hook, into Everfrost, into the spear. Brutal combo. We fast forward just a little bit. A stun card is going to come out from Caps on the Corporal.
I missed that spear hit originally, so I'm just going to put that one down.
There we are. We should see that stun card come out any second. Caps is calling for it. Jankos makes his way back. There's the stun. There's the spear. And here's the kill. Actually ends up going over to Flakked. Jankos' dive was actually completely unnecessary. But that's okay.
He still hit the spear.
Still hit the spear.
Now Rift out on the menu for G2. Order grouping up as 3, trying to defend this mid lane. Kevy has done an okay job of keeping up in terms of farm. He's only about 20 behind Jankos right now. And you can actually see, although top lane has been relatively quiet, apart from that couple of dives that we saw up there, BrokenBlade, 6,969 gold there on the Scion. With first completed item, Winged Moon Plates, Negatron Cloak, and Plated Steel Caps, and Order with their second Dragon of the game.
Now they can use this Herald to actually siege onto the tier 2 if they want to. They're not going to overcommit. They're going to rotate up towards the top side of the map. BrokenBlade just tanking the tower 2 levels up on Panther. 168 CS at 15 minutes. Very impressive farming scores from him. He has been stealing a lot of the Krug camps. Panther going to go back to base, and now they can just drop this Herald, secure another tower if they want to.
Probably don't even need it. You've got Demolish Bot coming in here for BrokenBlade. It's down to half. Flakked can continue just to wail away on it. Everfrost going out. BrokenBlade.
He's healing.
He tanked like 6 abilities there. He just healed through all of it. Kisee pops the scream emote. It's no scare prize. That's G2 are currently ahead in this game, but it's a difficult one for Order to find any avenue back into. They do have an Ezreal who's 2-0-2 with the Trinity Force and the Manamune on the way, but it feels like a long road to anywhere for Order in this game.
Jankos not going to overstay. Will steal a couple camps. He has his eyes on the Raptors though. As Targamas clears out vision with his Humble Grave on the bot side of the map. Kevy actually choosing to go for the Eclipse for a little bit more damage in the other game over the Humble Grave is the traditional build that we've seen more often so far in this tournament. And he will get himself a Raptor camp. Must feel nice to get his jungle back.
Charge coming in. And the flash away by Panther. Caps here with the gold card, though no Bellows breath in time. The hook away from the decimating smash means Panther gets to live for an extra second. But he does end up falling. Another hook, another spear connected for Jankos. Currently sitting at 9 hit. 2 dodged, 3 missed.
Kisee did just dodge another one.
Oh, that's another dodge.
Yep. Oh, that one hit. That did. Nice spear from Jankos. Very nice spear indeed. Now they're sieging on this tier 2. They have a bot wave stacking up. They pushed in mid. They still have the Herald. I imagine they're going to drop it now.
Good imagination. You could write a book. Level of imagination.
I haven't written a book.
Oh, yeah, you have. It's true.
Yeah.
Let's see when that does come out. Singer, author, what can't you do is the hook as the death from below is enough to kill off Kisee. Caps low here. BrokenBlade on the front line. Riftoad has been killed off. Bone Skewer's going to hit once again. Jankos diving onto the back line, gets himself but double. The chase is in now with the Destiny. Corporal flashes away, but Flakked can chase. 4 kills in the base for G2. Flakked to flash away from the tower range. And that will be the inhibitor falling at the 17.5-minute mark. BrokenBlade, and Puma still has an arcane chip.
Cap stays deathless as Jankos adds another to his repertoire.
Does he? Oh.
Able to get back to base off that, but G2, they secure the inhibitor pre-20 minutes. I can already hear the Twitter analysts telling G2 how suboptimal they're playing right now. Let's have a look at this. Stun guard comes down to the long. The execute from Pike, well, actually not even needed there. It was actually just the damage from Jankos enough to secure it. Another gold card into the Pike queue. Oh god, it's just lethal. The single target destruction that comes through from G2. ORD have no real answers for it. Here comes the gold card.
Oh, Kevy's here, no Caps. Good stopwatch timing. Gets to the end of the line, but Caps is low. Caps is no longer deathless. Not too surprising, but sad for whoever had that on their bingo card. BrokenBlade pushing forward. Force of nature, they're giving the extra movement speed, of course, as they're able to force ORD away from the bot side of the map. Super minions about where the Krug camp would be in the top lane. They'll take 30 seconds or so to get towards the base, so ORD have a little bit of time where they can defend without having to worry about their next
another spear hit there.
Siege, as you say, another spear hit. Keep track of it for me. Another one. Is it another? Is it another one? Oh, he missed it. BrokenBlade caught out. It's ORD now trying to push forward. BrokenBlade low, BrokenBlade down. He'll come back with a zombie form as Jankos goes in. Targamas with Death and Blood gets one. Looking for the repeat stun. It's a double, but he can't get the resets off in time. Ends up being a 3-for-3 in the bottom lane.
Wow, okay. Even at a numbers disadvantage, G2 choose to go for the fight. It looks pretty promising for ORD, and they are able to get a number of kills, and they'll buy themselves a little bit more time. But you've got to look at the base right now. Kevy is forced to go back. G2 know this, and with a wave on its way, they're looking to secure themselves another tower. But the respawn timers are low, but it looks like it's not going to be enough. G2 with the numbers advantage for the time being will set up for this tier 2 in the bot lane.
Puma really should be looking at getting away from this one. Another spear, just a little bit wide there. Corporal does come and join his teammate. Another spear misses.
Where was that one even going?
I mean, he was aiming at Corporal, Benny. He can't see what we can see. All he saw was where the Q came from.
I don't know, Canyon doesn't miss spears, I'm just saying.
It's true. The Canyon's not an MSI either. So
true.
He missed it. He missed it.
You do, yeah. Wow, we ended up burning Canyon very unnecessarily. Sorry, mate. Big fan. Anyway, back to the game. Right, let's have a look back at this replay. So, good Everfrost there. Really forces Jankos off the play. BrokenBlade is the front line, but he ends up just getting chipped down. The chain CC comes through from Kisee. Oh, we don't have time. Stun lands.
Good Everfrost from Kisee, but the Bone Skewer is still in range. Jankos, I thought there was a spear there, but it can't have hit.
No, it did. It just hit the clone that spawned.
It doesn't count.
It does count.
Doesn't count.
No, it does count.
No, he missed the champion.
No, he hit the... It was gonna hit. That was a block. Okay, that hit.
So I'll do a dodge. I'll give it dodge, okay? Because he dodged it with his clone. That's a skill.
I don't think he chose for the clone.
You don't know what was going on in Kisee's mind, Bennis.
That's true. That's true. Now the Baron being started up.
Jankos missed another spear there. As the Baron, as you say, has been begun. 21 minutes in. It's a 7,000 gold lead for G2. Now, ORD do have poke. You have Court of the Forge God. You've got poke from Puma. He is at 2 items. TP coming in as well from Kisee. There's the Court of the Forge God onto the backline, but doesn't really isolate anyone from G2. Spear goes wide. True Shot Barrage coming in as well. Kisee trying to dive forward onto Jankos. Gets a good Everfrost down. Panther with the knock of Baron still. Only 2,000 there. Puma goes on a rampage. Looking for more. BrokenBlade on the front line though as Panther's forced away the shield. Puma dodging in and out of danger as much as he can. Another spear connects. Puma forced away. G2 though lost their mid laner. He does have TP to get back to this. Will Order just full reset?
Well, look at the base. Look at the base. The minions are just sieging onto the tower right now. Order is forced to disengage. Kisee is still hovering around. But without a jungler, there is no smite. So G2 feel that they can force this.
First Nexus Tower about to fall. Kisee going in. Look for Jankos. Stopwatch coming out. The Zhonya's used TP in now by Panther. As he tries to join the bait, Jankos getting forced out by Kisee. Jankos dodging as much as he can and gets away with blast cones. But Order, True Shot Barrage not going to hit. Order, do you look for something here? Destiny now. Kisee isolated. Caps going in. Flakked will take down Kisee. And in the end, as much as Order tried to fight back, it is they that end up dying in the top side river. G2 can start up the Baron once again.
But the jungler is alive. Order know that this is going on. The spear once again connects on the Corporal. The Baron begins.
Watch Puma through these fights. He's having a stormer of a game on this Ezreal. He looks for Targamas. 6,000 HP on the Baron. Ward goes in. Kevy now knows. Still got half his health left. Puma trying to put the damage down. If BrokenBlade can tank this, it's so difficult for him. Corner of the Forge got now. There's 3 people grouped up. Only hits onto Jankos. Kevy still behind the pit. Targamas fishing with the bone skewers. Trying to find someone to isolate with death from below. Kevy going in. The Baron secured. Order! A tasty morsel of Baron for Order.
Of course, G2 had to flip the Baron, but Puma flashes away.
But Jankos chases him. Puma down, Jankos finds his mark. His spear goes wide, but Targamas now with the death from below will take one. Kisee, look for Jankos. No stopwatch on him now because he's used that Zhonya's earlier. Kisee will be able to escape the chains though. Stun card, flash bone skewer pulled back into the spear. And Axe marks the spot for Kisee's 7th death of the game.
Order, they have the Baron, but at what cost? They couldn't disengage from the fight. G2 have all 5 members alive. They have a wave in mid as well.
Gonna look for the push here. Panther, no call of the Forge got for the wave play, no collateral damage either for Kevy. Only short range wave play for them here. Kevy flashes away, Caps flashing forward, but Flakked on the chase and Kevy is down. Corporal now up, Puma up in 1. G2 need to focus down their Nexus Tower if they're gonna be able to win the game from this push, but Puma is on the chase, bouncing forward. True Shot Barrage hits onto Caps, but it's not enough. A spin on Puma takes half his health as Order are able to hold back G2.
Okay, so G2, they did throw away a Baron. It did give Order a little bit back in terms of gold, but they lost their mid inhibitor. Their Nexus is barely standing, but this is a great steal from Kevy here. So let's have a look back at this one. He just uses all the damage that he has.
Puma as well. W user 89.
Oh, 89. Wow. Very, very close indeed. Very good steal away though, but it was that spear that landed onto Puma that really started the chase for G2. Puma was forced to burn his flash and his E, which allowed Jankos to close the gap, get that kill, and then they were able to siege it down mid. Now, G2 grouping up once again in mid, they engage.
Look for Corporal on that front line. He is dead where he stands. The chase is now on as BrokenBlade down to half HP, but Panther's lower than that. Below is 2 for Targamas. Spear connects, pops the Banshees for Kisee. He's going to try and dive away with the distortion. Targamas looking for it. Destiny coming out. Puma with a cleanse. The gold card locked on the back line. Not 3. Jankos will take it instead. Emma's boss just a bit short. Another kill goes over. That's how Kisee actually dodged away from it. Targamas was looking from the depth from below. Kisee will still be alive until Flakked decides against it. Spear goes wide. That's the Jankos we know and love as G2 chase down for the ace and for the win.
Corporal will actually come back to life. Another spear is being looked at from Targamas, but the Nexus is now exposed. G2 doing as they often do and playing around with their food, really. They're looking for more kills. Good damage from Flakked. They've made a mistake thinking that G2's going to end this game.
There we go. Yanks taking off the headset. It must be over now. Maybe missed one spear too many, but G2 still undefeated, 18-0 in their previous 18 single games. And yeah.
Continuing the win streak.
Yeah.
They want to make it 20-0. Very dominant performance. And obviously, we know Jankos very well. We love to joke, but very good performance from his Nidalee. I feel like that his hit rate was very good.
Okay, so we can do some maths here. 23 hit, 4 dodged, 7 not hit.
That's really impressive, to be fair.
So, like, if you don't count the dodge one, he's 23 hits, 7 misses.
That's like Wait, hang on. At a 30, that's over a 70% hit rate.
Yeah, it must be about that. I'm not going to do the maths right now.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that's like a 77% hit rate.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Very good. Very, very good indeed.